Let's call her Miranda. Not her real name, but the illusion feels accurate. For a long time, I thought she believed in me. That the silence meant trust. That the corrections were guidance. That the absence of opportunity was just a temporary oversight. We tell ourselves these stories, don't we? That the silence is respectful. That the distance is strategic. That surely someone sees the potential we're too polite to claim outright. I thought she was investing in me. She wasn't. She didn't manage me. She absorbed my responsibilities and called it collaboration, then gave me notes on the performance. It's almost funny in a dark way. You do the job, then get critiqued for how invisibly you did it. And somehow, you still end up feeling like the problem. I used to think, she's busy, she's got a lot on her plate. And that part was true. But the plate, that was hers. Built by her, filled by her. Tasks she refused to delegate, even when delegation was the job. And when she took things off my plate, it wasn't to support me. It was to maintain control while calling it help, which in her mind was support. Because apparently, the best way to empower someone is to do their job for them, and then remind them how lucky they are not to be trusted. I wonder how many of us are still waiting to be noticed by someone who's too busy building their own empire on our labor. I asked for feedback. I asked for goals. I asked to be coached, to be challenged, to be seen. Instead, I got a vague nod, a calendar hold, and eventually, a performance review that read like a leadership TED Talk written by someone I'd never met. I was never being mentored. I was being monitored. If you've ever sat through one of those meetings, you know. The kind where your growth is mentioned, but never supported. Where your development is important, as long as it doesn't threaten their spotlight. Where your potential is only encouraged until it starts to compete with theirs. Where mentorship ends the moment your success starts to feel like a threat. Support exists, but only the kind that keeps you capable enough to be useful, not visible enough to be powerful. That's when the illusion cracked. Maybe she never saw me. Maybe I was never on a path. Maybe I was just in her way. It's hard to grieve an illusion, especially one you built around someone just because their title said leader. We project so much onto that word, leader. Like it guarantees integrity, like it means anything at all beyond the org chart. But there it is, the slow collapse of a belief that was never mutual. I stopped asking for mentorship. I stopped waiting to be picked. And I started asking, if the person I was waiting on was never coming, who was I really waiting for?